going on, guys? Welcome back to the next Madden 25 video on my PS4. You know the drill: like button, subscribe button, criticism in the comment section. Follow me on Twitter. Shutdown Safety is my username. You see the play at speed there. I want to talk about Madden 15 and why it needs to be more than just that so-called roster update we see every year. We need to see programming changes. I'm going to break this play down and show you why this doesn't work right, why there's flaws in this game beyond ratings. And to me, these are things that have to be changed from a programming aspect to really have an impact on gameplay. And that's what's going to matter when it comes down to X's and O's. So to me, when we talk about why this game collects dust in 2 weeks, when we talk about why it has no replay value, when we talk about why players don't emulate themselves the way they do, when I talk about MUT not making any better sense, this is the stuff that I get that derived from. Players featured are from Thomas Draft's 2014 class. You can download the roster, but I'll also show you guys at the end numerically what I'm talking about here. Essentially, we've got Reggie Wayne and D. Milner versus T.Y. Hilton and Dimitri Patterson. Wayne overall is a 91 with an 86 speed, 87 acceleration, 97 route running. Hilton is an overall 87 with 96 speed, 97 acceleration, 88 route running, while Milner is an 80 overall with 93 speed, 90 acceleration, 85 man coverage. Patterson, 77 overall, 87 speed, 90 acceleration, and 78 man coverage. And as we play this at speed, I think one of the biggest issues I have here is everything is identical. The jam, the press, the release, the turn up field. There's no way of differentiating between these four players. And keep in mind, this is about a 30-yard sprint here. And when we talk about the point where Hilton gets to the end zone, it's critical that we rethink the facts here. I mean, Hilton is 10 faster than Wayne in speed. He's 10 faster than Wayne in acceleration, and Wayne has 9 more route running. Yet we're talking about a difference here of possibly 1 yard. When we talk about Milner, you know, he's 6 faster than Patterson. You know, this equates itself to what? You know, half a step. When we talk about, you know, man coverage and route running, you know, what does this mean? Because there's really no difference in the way the defensive backs have pursued the wide receivers. But, you know, more importantly, the thing I find most interesting is when you look at the game, running in straight lines is very difficult to do in real life. Yet this game seemingly has no problem in letting players run up the field in a straight line with no issue. I mean, just looking at it from this point, you know, tilting the camera over and watching these players go upfield, and I'm going to try to get it down as close as I can, you know, you cannot see any way these receivers are, you know, going one way or another. The coverage is shifting. You know, they are literally running in a straight line. I mean, just to keep Hilton in perspective here, to give you a better idea of where he is in relation to the numbers. I mean, at this point, coming off the 30, he's basically, you know, 1 step off the number, and as he goes up the field, he's now basically got his hand on the number. I'll zoom in there, and you can see his hand would basically drag across the number. As he goes up the field, none of this is changing. I mean, his hand is basically still right where it was before. You know, how is something like this realistic? How is this replicating football? Just to play it for you one time kind of from the end zone so you can get an idea of what happens as these players run upfield. You know, to me, when I'm talking about the possibility of buying Madden 15, when I see things like this show up in the game, it really damages it, I think, beyond repair. Love to know your guys' opinions on it. Appreciate you checking out the video. Before I get out of here, I do just want to go over and show you guys that I was being honest with you, and we'll take a look at the depth chart. We'll roll through the wide receivers real quick, and then for those of you who want to cry conspiracy theory, you can go ahead and pause it and verify what I'm saying to you was true. And then we'll jump over to the defensive backs of the Jets, and we can roll through them as well. Real quick, for those of you who didn't know, you know, I went to the game last week. D. Milner, you know, injured. Really hated to see that. Was looking forward to see the guy play, and from what I saw of him in that game, he was very impressive, and hopefully he gets a quick recovery, even though he's on an opponent's team. I never like to see somebody go down. I'll be back in the week with more content. You guys have a good week.